If you're working harder than everyone else around you and people are still telling you it's not enough, then there's nothing you can do to win their affection and their positivity. Work with other people. When you have been traumatized or discriminated against, you believe that you have to work harder, but it's not true. Those who love you and value you will see you, and they'll thank you for how hard you work. But you won't have to earn your place at the table. Put something down today. When I was working with the homeless and hungry, I felt this ache like I could solve homelessness in all of San Francisco if somehow I worked harder and longer hours. I didn't take vacation for like 7 years straight because I feared that if I did, I'd have to start all over. And it wasn't rational, just the belief that all that I was holding and carrying would fall apart if I took care of myself. And the truth is, yes, the world needs me. Yes, we have to do things like care for the homeless and do our part. But that drive to work so hard isn't only about caring for the world. It's because I lived as an LGBTQ person at a time when faith communities weren't ready. And I felt like if I kept working hard enough, people would notice, and the irrationalness of their fears and prejudices would disappear because they'd see how I was working so hard. And that's not the way it works. Discrimination can't be controlled. It wasn't my fault any more than it's your fault. It's a thing we navigate and we work around and we rise above, but it's not something that is our fault. And it's not something that working harder we can disappear. Don't get me wrong, discrimination's going to end. Justice will prevail, and time and history changes the way people treat communities, particularly as they become better known. But it's not going to be because any one person overworks and doesn't take a vacation. So this week, I give you permission to set one thing down. One thing you've been carrying for a long time that's too much. Because the repair, the healing that we need is to have a second to breathe. Because what if those who fear us are trying to distract us from the real work by keeping us so busy? I don't want to participate in that anymore. So let's set at least one thing down.